welcome. Today we will be talking about one of my favourite pedals, the Carl Martin Plexi Tone low gain. Alright, so just a bit of history on the Plexi Tone. Carl Martin out of Denmark released it. They had Pete Thorne, who is a great guitarist. He endorses this pedal, or the original one, and he helped design it too, so that's all pretty good. Now, when it first came out, it was this big, huge pedal. It needed AC power, so it had its own power cord. You can't use a 9-volt DC thing like every other pedal ever. So when they came around to redesigning it, they came up with obviously the single stomp box form, and they've released two versions. There is the Carl Martin Plexi Tone, and then there is the Carl Martin Plexi Tone low gain. Right, Plexi Tone, the standard one, which I used to have, but to be honest, I sold it. It's your JCM 800 Marshall in a box, right? The low gain is like your JTM 45 in a box, right? And look, I think in terms of pedals that do Marshall in a box things, I think a lot of them tend to do JTM 45 to JTM 800, right? And there's that's like your gain spectrum, right? What I found with the original Plexi Tone, or not the low gain version, is that there was just too much gain for me. Like I love getting heavy, and I love chugging and stuff like that. I'm not a metal player by any standards, but it was just way too much gain for me. So I sold that one, and I got the low gain, and I really found out why I love hearing JTM 45s, because it just does something to the top end. There's a cool compression, and it's right on the top end. And it really gives a good poke, and it just makes me feel like I'm playing something vintage, which I think is really good. So in this first clip, you're going to hear everything at noon, 12 o'clock, and you'll also hear the clean tone through the All-Brick Club, the clean tone through the All-Brick Club 20 and the Strat first up, and then I'll engage the pedal, and you'll also hear me roll the volume off a bit on the guitar, and you'll see how well it cleans up. Enjoy. Rightio, so in this next clip, I'm going to turn the gain up to right about there, which is 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock? Yeah, 3 o'clock. And I'm going to back the tone off a little bit to about 11 o'clock, just because with this Strat, it's quite top-endy. So it's almost maxed out on the gain. I will do a maxed out gain clip later on. But on the neck pickup on the Strat, you really get some like heavy kind of Hendrixy kind of tones, and it's just, to me, it's classic Strat tones, and I just love it. Just makes me want to play Hendrixy type stuff, or even Stevie Ray Vaughan, even though he didn't play Marshalls, or I don't know. Do we even know what Stevie Ray Vaughan played? I mean, he played Fenders and Strats and probably Marshalls somewhere along the line. Anyway, that's besides the point. So gains up, tones backed off a bit, neck pickup, here we go. can hear, with the gain up, obviously we started to get more of that compression. And to me, it is really natural compression. It makes me think of a cranked up JTM or cranked up, I was going to say Fender amp, but not really. It really, to me, it sounds like a cranked up JTM 45. That kind of compression, that, not saying the whole thing, but you know, that kind of compression, that sag, and that when the power amp's working, sounds great. So in this next clip, I'm going to max out the gain, keep the tone at 11 o'clock, and yeah, you'll hear the sustain come through. Tons of sustain, even for the single coils on the Strat. And I put it in drop D, so it gets a bit heavier. So as you can hear, it's got tons of sustain, good compression, not too much gain, but as if you had a Les Paul or something, obviously you'd get much more gain out of it than I am. All right, but I'm loving it. So on this next clip, I'm going to do some more chord work and some big full chords, and you'll hear it's still pretty articulate. The gain's going to be at 12 o'clock, and the tone will be at 12 o'clock as well. And here we go. Yeah, it's beautifully articulate, I think, and even, you know, on the bridge pickup on the Strat, I mean, I do have the tone pot, one of the tone pots on my Strat wide up to the bridge, so I can, you know, back that off a bit, but still it's not ear piercing, and it's a really nice top end in this pedal, and it is one of my favourites, even though it's not on my board at the moment, but I definitely won't be getting rid of it. So, last clip, my favourite setting, and I'll be playing some Stevie, because you can definitely play Stevie with a Marshall in a box pedal. And, you know, tone is in the fingers anyway. All right, enjoy. Thanks for watching my demo of the Carl Martin Plexi Tones. Please hit like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And as always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll endeavour to get back to you. Until next time, have a great day.